Welcome back, welcome back. This is entertainment purposes only. These are just thoughts. You know, I know nothing. And that's why I'm going to ask a bunch of questions because I know not. So, YouTube, hey, Birdie, guess he's warning me not to sit there. He said, not today. I don't really watch a lot of news and but I've been keeping up with like ever since last 3 years. We all been forced to acknowledge the fact that a lot of strange things are happening environmentally, governmentally. Like we got Trump in office now. Salute, big dog. And he's like one of the most he's one of the most special presidents ever. Now I say that in a respectful way. Now he's literally come on TV or whatever and said there's fake fucking news. People are doing things. People are scamming and all these things. And people appreciate knowing the things they've been thinking already because like we're like dealing with the results of it. And for a while now, the two parties, the Republicans and Democrats, like, they're they're yin and yang. To me, like most other people, they're two wings of the same bird. Now, what I'm realizing is like you guys really don't like each other, and that's okay. You're fighting for who's gonna run shit. It would usually come with ego, and we think we know best, and now I'm just watching something where like Elon Musk is no longer with Trump and he helped him get in office, and that's like strange. Now they're like beefing supposedly, and Trump is handling that like a G. He's handling that like a G. He ain't spilling no beans, and I don't know what happened, but obviously the duo is no longer a duo. Maybe this is fake news, and I'm just watching a bunch of assholes online. But I don't think so. Once I see something, I look for it, and then I, kind of look for people saying words out of their own mouth so I can verify. If I can get to that level, then I know, what I'm saying, or at least see, tweets and different things that are supposedly definitely connected to people. So when I see these things, I'm like, oh, okay. What did Yoda say? I sense a disturbance in the force. I said that a long time ago, and because shift of power, and people saying things, and then things happening, and then so many things are going on, right? And people are blaming each other, like both sides are blaming each other, and rightfully so, because you gotta blame the ones that's in charge for things happening. It's kind of how regular shit goes. And then lately, this Texas storm thing happens, right? And I don't know if it's true because I haven't done too much research. With people are saying that Trump making budget cuts, that he made budget cuts to like systems of warning for the weather, and I don't really think that's what he did because like that would be kind of really crazy because when something happens, immediately people are going to be like, what are you, fucking stupid? You know what I mean? It's going to put a real damper. It's not something you can you know, sweep under the table. And if your campaign is all about like trying to protect the citizens and making your country great again, I think making a blunder like that is really bad. Like that's bad. That would be bad. So until I give further information on budget cuts on things, because he did come in cut, and we all know about Doge and MAGA or whatever the fuck these new programs that him and Elon Musk made to budget cut and get America's money back in order and budget things right so we can build the right systems and get rid of the old system things that are not, funding the people of this nation. Money's going overseas and shit. So him saying these things, me being a man that understands very I don't understand business too much, but I do understand common fucking sense. If millions and trillions of dollars are getting sent to another country, and my country's poor right now, and we're having debt problems, I think cutting off sending other people money and sending that money to our shit that we need to build our cities back up and get our people to innovate, and then we can start lending people money again and be like Jesus Christ. But, Jesus' pockets is empty right now, so we can't be the light of the world and be broke. I don't know who the fuck told you Jesus and all the men in the Bible got shit done without money, but nigga, they was lying to you. All them niggas used money to get shit done. That's why they go to the people and ask for the money. That's why they went to the people. And the people gave them money because they wanted things to get done. Anyway, I say that to say this with the weather system shit because people are saying that they blame Trump now because a storm hit Texas and it's really bad flash flood. Like it's the most phenomenal type of thing I've ever seen on camera. Like when I say I've witnessed heavy rains. I've witnessed being in some type of, storms like that, but not as severe. I've watched countless videos on weather. I was one of those fucking weather nerds when the movie Twister came out. I swore I was going to be one of those guys fucking chasing tornadoes and storms, and I was going to figure out a technology that would change the weather and stop the bad shit. But, people aren't smart enough to do that. So people are like blaming them, and like, then I watch something else, because there's always levels to shit, and there's a camp of little girls that had got swept away in this. And on the first level, of course, my people, our blatant disrespect for human life, regardless if it is our enemy or not, those are children. The Lord never told you to hate children. The Lord told you to forgive thy enemy, not meaning let them have their way with you. Oh, thank you so much.
I already know what you want.
Thank you. That's what's up. Get some respect around here. Where the fuck did I? The children don't really. No one gets asked to be born, or if we do, I don't know about it. And if you're born on the bad side or whatever side, you didn't ask to be there, so it doesn't matter. You gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. Now, immediately, I was a little offended, but understanding the rage of this black woman saying, I don't give a fuck about them kids. I ain't give a fuck about our kids when they was drowning down on southern whatever, and we was saying, yo, they broke the dam, and they motherfucking, they drowned them kids. They drowned us. When we was complaining, nobody gave a fuck. So when other people get hurt, are we allowed to literally say, I don't give a fuck? I don't believe that you they didn't do their job. No, I believe they did their job, and a natural disaster was just that really bad. And unfortunately, man is not in control of the earth. No matter how much we beat our fucking chest and think we are. And we need to stop thinking, man's gonna save me, when nature says, I don't want this place to be here no more. I don't like it there. You did something, or this is what nature does. I'm sick of blaming God, nature, anything. I'm just gonna say the good old shit happens. You know, that way everybody can just, feel a little bit better and not think you're being attacked or something. But if we are, I don't know. Because the way these people really dug in her ass real quick with the black woman, and I understood because I wanted to dig in her ass. Like, yo, bro, have some compassion, you know what I mean? But right away, they corrected her because she was informed the wrong way. And she thought it was an elite. No, she thought it was an all-white, like, racist camp where only whites can go. And it really wasn't. It was that, but it wasn't because they made it that. It was more because it was the all of the Texans politicians' kids camp. Like, usually if you're famous, or you're a politician or somebody that has stature, you don't want your kids around the regular people because you're not regular. Regular people do crazy things, and you might have to go really batshit crazy on them. Like, you can't have your daughter around normie kids, and then their normie kid does some normie swindler thing, and then their daughter comes home and says, he swindled me out of my, and then you have power to, like, judge people's lives. What do you think is going to happen to that kid? I'm going to put your kid away for whatever the fuck I want. And if I can't do that, I'm going to ruin his life. I'm going to ruin him because he ruined my girl. He took her purity. So I'm going to take his purity. I'm going to take the back sweat of his ass, and I'm going to make him work hard. Real hard. You're never going to understand why you can't get up in life. Because you took my girl's innocence. So I'm going to take your fertility to grow as a man. People get real revengeful like that. I'm not saying it's right, but, I'm a receiver of things like that. And I ain't take nobody's innocence. Niggas just thought they was innocent. Like, nah, you thought it wasn't innocent. No. She long before me had, talk to motherfuckers, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's besides the point. When I found out that information, that those were all elite kids, and then I said, ding, 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 my man mind goes away, and then Batman conspiracy, I don't know what's going on, but this is really not normal. And even if it is normal, this is really fucking a problem. Alright, we're going to play the blame game. Meaning, I don't know who to blame, so we blame everyone. If these motherfuckers really have a problem with each other that bad, are they really going to war with each other? Because, like, they've been making a lot of open threats. Like, and the last time I checked, Trump almost got his noodle knocked loose. Now I'm saying, in front of everybody. And then, I'm seeing fucking virtual reality Trump videos doing 50 Cent Many Men and shit. Many men wish death upon me. And I'm like, yo, fuck, what's going on? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I found out there was another attempt on his life from some young white male that executed his own parents to get money. Confirmation. And that got foiled by the Secret Service or somebody. And that blew my mind. And I was like, yo, that's 2 attempts, and this nigga ain't even 1 year in. He must be ready to do something on that paperwork within the power that people don't want done. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking all types of crazy shit. Like, I don't know what's going on. Then the Epstein thing, you know? Good morning. And he came out with that, saying they gonna release that. And now we find out they not releasing that. And I'm like, what? You ain't gonna at least to tell us a couple names? But, like, really? Alright, whatever. And then the Elon and them beefing, and then him talking about, I'm about to drop dime on a nigga. I'm about to drop dime on a nigga. I'm like, yo, what is about to happen, bro? Major shit is happening. And like I said, I don't know for sure. All I know is I was watching people say things and people getting mad and politicians using fighting words and threatening words, and people are getting little cults together of their voters, and their voters are getting violent. And I'm like, yo, I just want everybody to know, me and my people, we gonna stand out y'all way of y'all civil beef that y'all got. You know what I'm saying? This won't be the first time y'all done had some problems with each other and said, listen, we gonna settle this shit in the ring. Or fuck all that talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So Oz respects the past. You know what I'm saying? And I understands that my peoples in the day, you know, they fought against one side and the other. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But me personally, I want to go on the corner, you know, and pick the winner. I want to be like a woman, like y'all designed me to be, and mentally think backwards. And I'm going to do what a woman does. I'm going to sit at the finish line, and whatever fucking daddy wins. Hi, daddy. You need workers? I knows how to clean the streets. Look, I do good. Look. I do good. I works good. I works hard. And I don't care who my leader is, as long as you leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? Like, let me live, dog. Let me live. You know? And when you make your new United States or whatever, can you ease up on a little bit of freedoms? Because if the racist ones that hate everybody win, which it's kind of both sides really, but I see that even though there's some of y'all see that the both sides, y'all ain't fooling me. You try to make the other side, that one, go full-blown cowboy racist and say, fuck you, I'm superior. I get it. Y'all eased up off that shit because y'all realize y'all need people. Y'all understand and get the glory of, if we pretend to do everything and when we really need help from these people, who's going to do the farming? Who the fuck is going to pick these vegetables? Because if these black people and Latino people ever figure out to just go on strike any one of our enemy countries that hate our guts, they'll be able to destroy us within 10 years because we won't have food. If we make these people hate us so bad, they say, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to let the whole empire fall. We're all going to stop working. We're all going to just let this shit, you know? And then use Wowed Out and then threw all those Spanish people out. You know, and then Trump figured out, oh shit, most of our farmers need those people. All right, we're going to stop. That law that's real, it doesn't matter anymore. That now it doesn't matter if you're illegal. Well, as long as you know, gonna work on that farm and take those slave wages. You know, and they were happy to do it. So, you know, you get it. So what I'm thinking in my life is, I don't know what shenanigans everybody's playing, but I know we the people have to suffer for it. So I know you're gonna keep playing y'all games with each other, and you're willing to fuck this place up to prove points to each other and shit. And why don't you skip all of those diabolical plans and go get your peoples that y'all, you know, whatever, and y'all go off somewhere where there's not a lot of people. There's a big desert everywhere. There's a lot of big deserts out here, and then y'all go do y'all thing and y'all fight for the power. You know what I'm saying? Then when y'all come back, you know what I mean? Y'all can make money off it. Y'all, you know what I mean? Televised shit and all that, and you know what I mean? Like, but real talk, bro. Like, cause I'm on that real shit. There ain't never been a world war. There ain't never been a war where there ain't people that sit home and watch. Know what I'm saying? So they gon' y'all understand that. And the thing is though, you know, both sides have people. Like what I realized, like both y'all sides have viewers that want to fight for the cause of the police. I don't even really, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna take the side of my father and say, mind your business, cause I don't know who's doing what, and I don't really care about who hate me more or none of that. I care about survival and understanding that the Lord said, this ain't my time. So, you know, just understand that men like me, when y'all done playing gladiator and shit like the Bible said y'all would do, when y'all playing Mortal Kombat with each other, when y'all done playing Mortal Kombat and shit, we gonna be right here. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't trying to wild out or nothing, so y'all ain't gotta come back all juiced up off that win and then be like, yeah, we gotta regulate everybody else. Y'all motherfucker, who wanna learn a lesson? Nah, nobody wanna learn a lesson. We just watch what you did to them niggas. We learn from watching. You know what I'm saying? Some people learn from example. Now, sure, a lot of my brothers and sisters, oh, this bitch ass coward ass nigga. Yeah, alright. When you want to act tough, right? When you want to realize how real shit really is, and you're lucky they even allow you to have the freedom to run your fucking mouth the way you do. You only talk brave because they allow you to, nigga. See, I understand that and I respect that. That's why I be telling them, fuck you. Fuck you. When Debo ain't around, fuck you. But when Debo around, hey, how you doing, sir? Sir, how you doing? You know? It's called respect. and, you know, survival. You want to survive. I want to survive. You know? Most important thing about living is living. At least that's what I learned. So, I hope none of these things are actually true. That's what I say in the beginning. It's just entertainment purposes only. And that's why I relate to the Civil War thing. So you just can't really, he's speculating and I don't know what's really going on. All I know is it won't be the first time that some shit popped off. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to see the second time, because I think y'all kind of got beef with other niggas and shit in the world right now, so I don't really think y'all gonna be able to fight a civil war and then go fight another war, or continue fighting the wars that you're already, I think, currently fighting right now. You know what I mean? It's gonna be kind of hard to be doing all this fighting and recovering at the same time and shit. You know what I'm saying? And seeing that this country has been in war since the time yous have arrived, you know? And before the time, because you know yous ain't lying when y'all said, yo, we came over there and we seen you niggas going crazy on each other. Don't act like y'all niggas wasn't killing it. Don't act like black on black crime something we made up, nigga. Nah, we was reporting on y'all. Y'all was some wild ass niggas. We see the Mayan statues, you know, niggas ripping out niggas' hearts. So, you know what I mean? Once I learned that history, this high shit, you know what I mean? Once I learned all that little history, I said, oh, that's why the Lord said, I'm going to stop you from doing all that shit. You think you somebody, huh? You going to sacrifice motherfuckers and all? Oh, all right, we going to see how long you going to be doing that for. Yeah, we going to see. And just like y'all said, we said, who the fuck going to stop us? Them niggas over there, they barely washing themselves. Fuck we gonna fear them niggas for? They still dwelling in caves and shit. Niggas ain't doing nothing. And now, you know, years later, we sitting here getting our ass busted by these niggas talking about how this happened. Cause you thought you was God, nigga. Thought you was unstoppable. God will always remind any and every man, you are stoppable. And the easiest way to stop you is turn yourself against yourself. No house can stand if it's divided. Yous are divided, and yous may have been doing a little extra to push this division to a high level. Now, I've been training on a game called Division 2 for the last, I don't even know how many years, and I don't think things get made for no reason. And I see a lot of rogue agents, That game taught me a lot about seeing into deception and realizing when a lot of a lot of things seem to be one way. You think you got allies, and you're thinking this, and those are really the people. Really, from the beginning, they were sent to do what they were doing. There's so much level of awareness of deception that I was so not aware about. Even comprehending people can even think of a double cross, triple cross, ultimate quadruple cross. With a splicer, I'ma do whatever the fuck I wanna do. And I was like, yo, what? Like, for my viewers, why the fuck y'all think I keep saying I'm like Batman, but I'm anti-Batman, I'm an anti-hero. It's because I learned from these things. I've learned what good meant. Some of these white men, some of these men believed in their cause so much that they were willing to go and pretend to be on the bad guys team, do the worst shit in the world, because bad guys are not letting you be around them unless you do bad shit too. So you gotta be one of them. And, that kind of taints your fucking soul, really, because, you gotta do bad things. But they're willing to do that just to get inside, just to stop them. And that's when I seen a level of sacrifice good men are willing to do. Men will sacrifice themselves, their very souls, to get the good things done, or what they believe to be good. Because, that's are you really right, or are you believing you're right, So, I'm going to end it there, and I hope I didn't offend anybody. I hope the government doesn't flag me, and if this video is dangerous, block it, because I understand the bigger game, and speaking certain ways creates raging idiots. And we got enough of those, So, for the people that may think I'm some fucking let's tear shit up or go against governments and all of that, no. See, my father taught me well. Just like the governments and everyone else says, if you don't like the way shit's run over here, get the fuck out of here. It's that simple. If you don't like the way things are run, join the system and help change things, or get the fuck out of our way, because you don't run shit here. You live in a system. You're gonna give Caesar what the fuck is Caesar's. See, I have respect for power. I understand power. We're lucky these people just speak words and show threats, and it could be like the old days where they just march their troops through the cities and say, shut the fuck up. Or do something. They could do that. And I like the game they set up with the, this choice thing, I guess, if we really have one. And this democracy, because, I do like the old days, though. I wouldn't really mind it. Ultimate power, just straight flushed in front of everybody. Because then everybody can stop playing this fucking I wonder game. I wonder. I don't want to wonder. That way all these dumbass conspiracies and stupid things, no one has to play the fucking goofy shit. But until, then, whatever. All love, all praise to the Most High. Be safe out there, people. can y'all really, like, have a little bit of, I don't know, man, like, damage control? Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, this shit is getting real scary to me. Like, really is. And I don't think it's going like this. I truly believe if these things that people are doing, and even if it's not the worst things, like the manipulations to make things go certain ways is going to make everyone hate everything. Like, I really have walked a long time and met a lot of people, and no one likes this place, and everyone lives here. Everyone loves it here, but everyone slowly but surely is truly believing everything's completely corrupt and everything's bullshit. And it's like, that's why I be like, I don't even know why niggas even keep certain illusions going. Everyone sees certain things already, you know? And it's if you just want to gain favor over the people, the easiest way is to actually start helping us. It's really that simple. There's ways. If yous would actually, there's ways to go about this in a better way and maintain your power. You know, just like Rome or any other great empire that fell. You don't have to go down so bad, You can go down and, still maintain power. And then drift off and go do it all over again, Because the way things are going now, I don't know, man. The world seems to be changing very, very rapidly. And the way I'm starting to realize, no matter who thinks they're anybody, the only thing that gives anybody power truly is the land you live on, the vegetation that grows, and, the weather not fucking your shit up. And, the weather kind of, is going fucking batshit crazy on everybody. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully we can figure out a way to solve some of these problems without violence or coercion.